Greetings, everyone. This is Reverend Ruth on Starry Bar with Angel Healing Ministries. How are you all doing today? It's been we all know summer has now departed, and now we're in the fall, and the weather's getting a little is changing as we go on. And today I was out just a little bit with Bella, but it was very windy, so I couldn't really shoot a video from outside. But I do plan to go back to a location that I was at earlier today, which was in Garden City. And visit it revisit the place once again at a time when it's not so windy. It would be nice to do something from over there. It's like the Unitarian Universalist Church in Garden City was where I was today visiting, and they have this special fundraiser going on right now. They have pumpkins, they have gourds, they have corn stalks, they have hay bales, they have mums. So if you ever get a chance to go out there, it's in Garden City, and it's right on NASA Boulevard and Stewart Avenue. And it's the Unitarian Universalist Church congregation, and they're doing a fundraiser where they have pumpkins and a whole bunch of stuff that you take your family to enjoy, my friends. In the meantime, though, let us talk about count your blessings. And again, once again, this is Reverend Ruth on Starry Bar with Angel Healing Ministries. And many of us, count we forget to count our blessings sometimes, or you forget to count our blessings. Because we get, it's so easy to get caught up and discouraged from so many things going on around us that we often forget to count our blessings. So we get a little frustrated, we get a little upset, and then what happens? We just, everything just seems to be out and not the best, or not going well for us. But when we start feeling that way, my friends, when you start to feel that way, it's time to look back and see and count your blessings, my friends. That is why these blessings happen for us. Because once they help us and remind us that God is there for us and that they watch over us every single time. And you think, how did I survive a certain, if something happened to you, how is it that you came out without a scratch, or how it is that you survived? You count your blessings. And every blessing you receive, it's something a wonderful thing that happens that we don't realize or see right away. And when we count our blessings, my friends, it's an amazing feeling, because especially when you start forgetting about the times that you come out really doing well. Or have you ever had a moment where you're feeling, oh my goodness, this is happening so quickly. How am I going to take care of this? How am I going to do this? How am I going to take care of this bill? How am I going to take care of this car thing? There are all these things that go through our mind, and when they go through our mind, we wonder where God is at the time. And when you start to feel that way, it's always best to start counting your blessings, my friends. When we count the blessings, it gives us hope, it gives us faith, it gives us a chance, an opportunity to know that there's something better out there. Even though things aren't happening so quickly in our lives, my friends, in your life, it doesn't mean it's not coming. It means it's on its way. And here's something that I love to use a lot, and I've said it so many times in the past. When the road gets rocky and the waves get rough, it usually means what's happening. God and the angels are taking care of, are working harder to make things happen for us, my friends. And one of the things that we do have noticed that is certain things happen, that all of a sudden, out of nowhere, somebody appears that's there to help us and help us through and pull us through. And these are certain blessings, like if you were, let's say that you were in a car accident or something like that, and somehow you came out of it, my friends. And you wonder how that was possible. It just means it's a blessing that was there for you. And then you got to think back to all those times in your life, my friends, where all these things happened. We couldn't understand why. And all of a sudden, it just clears away. That all of a sudden, some kind of answer, a solution comes out of our situation, my friends. We get concerned, we get worried, and we get discouraged. And when that happens, it means it's time to count your blessing, my friends. when we count the blessings that we have received over time, my friends, it's an amazing feeling, you see. All these wonderful blessings that have come, here's an example that I can use from many, many years ago when I was living in Arizona. And my husband at the time and I had just moved into our new place, and we didn't have any money for food and all that other stuff. And we were trying to make it in life. And all of a sudden, before we knew it, there was a knock on the door. And there was one of our neighbors that came and bought all this food and stuff from a food bank and gave it to us, and all because one Christmas that me and my husband at the time, we put like candy and Christmassy things in a stocking and hung it outside their door just for the fun of it. And we did it, because we wanted to. We got this incredible feeling that we should do this, and we did. And before we knew it, that knock on the door was our friend from across the way, and he had gone and done so much he had gone and gone to the food bank and bought us food and all this other stuff, because they're our neighbors, and they knew what was going on with us, and that we had just moved there from New York, and they helped us through. They bought this food. There was canned stuff, there was meat and all this other stuff that we had so much, and we are so grateful for that day when Northern and his roommate, I think the name of the roommate was Angel, but I don't quite remember for sure. And they did this for us, all because when you do one little thing for one person, a person who's going through a tough time in their lives as well, and you do something so small, so wonderful, like a little Christmas stocking, you hang it on their door for the holiday, and all of a sudden they go out there and there's candy and there's a card in there, and there's like little gifts that we had around the house that we wrapped up, and in return it just lifted their spirit. And then all of a sudden in return they do a wonderful thing for you as well. They did this wonderful thing for me and my husband at the time, getting food and stuff like that. And I remember that. I don't remember the exact day, but I know it was the first year we were living in Arizona, and we were going through so much change, so much challenge in our lives. And then our neighbors from across the way just, helped us out. It's amazing. It's a blessing that one should count. So when you start feeling down and out on yourself, my friends, maybe go back and count all your blessings that you've had over the years. I mean, I'm no longer in married, but I'm still doing my ministry. I'm still doing the work that I started in Arizona out here. But yet it was a wonderful thing that to think about all the people that do those wonderful things for you, for yourself. You never know, like if you do something, and maybe I should talk about this in another time. You do something as you do something special for someone else, and then in return they do something just as wonderful for you. And that's about, being the miracle for someone who really needed it, who really needed like a sitter, or someone who needed help in the household to do some stuff in the household, or perhaps an elderly person needed to get food shopping done, but they weren't able to, and you offer to do it for them, my friends. And when you do these wonderful things, it's like you telling the universe, telling the God and Goddess, Mother, Father, God, I'm going to help this person. And when you show some kind of movement in that direction, you'll be amazed. Remember how they say in the Holy Bible about things come over threefold? It's also one of the truths of karma. When you do something special for someone else, you get it threefold back to you. You get the good karma back. But sometimes it helps to be the miracle, to be the blessing, and bring it to you, because you never know in return how many things wonderful could happen for you. Perhaps someone could step up and help you out, and all of it is a part of being positive and staying upbeat